Still pinching himself at his stateside success, James Corden admits he lowered everybody's expectations beforehand to protect himself against failure. "I wouldn't have moved to America and taken on the Late Late Show if I were a pessimist, but at the same time, it would have been very naive of me to speak publicly about it being successful before it had even started," he says. "I decided that the best thing to do was to say it would be a disaster. If it hadn't worked, I could say, yeah, well, I did say that. You always hope that people will respond to what you do, but the truth is I never thought it would become as popular as it is, and I didn't expect things like Carpool Karaoke to take off like it has." The 38-year-old, who has become a household name in the US after hosting the show for 2 years, tells Radio Times. Having moved into a £19 million beachfront property in California recently, things are clearly going incredibly well for the former Gavin and Stacey star. And James believes the key to being successful is simply staying in the moment. "I try to remember that all I've really got is right now. Everything behind you is gone, everything in front of you is unknown. So if you try to do your best in the time you're here, then you will only have a good and successful life." Cold Feet star John Thompson had a rather unusual encounter with stubborn sunbathers while he was filming upcoming BBC period drama There, Moonstone. The 47-year-old, who's back on our screens as long-suffering Pete in Cold Feet, was filming on a Yorkshire beach for his role as Sergeant Cuff in the adaptation of the classic Wilkie Collins novel. But one particular day of filming proved rather difficult. "We tried to film on a beach, but it was sunny, so there were a few people sunbathing," he says. "We tried to ask if they could move for a while and they were having none of it. They said no. We're not shifting. Get out of it. I think they wanted paying. Sounds fair enough to us." Len Goodman is in the running for TV Judge of the Year at the 2017 National Television Awards. The contenders for the prestigious gongs are revealed today, with Len up against Britain's Got Talent's David Walliams as well as X Factor's Simon Cowell. Also in the running will be Bake Off stars Mary Berry and Paul Hollywood, and X Factor's returning judges Louis Walsh and Sharon Osbourne. The ceremony, to be held at the O2 in London on January 25, will also see the introduction of a new category, Best Period Drama, which celebrates the global appeal and production values of our homegrown historical drama. ITV's Victoria and BBC One's Poldark will mirror their Sunday night ratings rivalry by competing for the prize. The evening will be presented by Dermot O'Leary and broadcast live on ITV. When polling opens later in the year, viewers will be able to vote free at nationaltvotes.com/vote. The Knowles sisters have made pop history now that little sister Solange has a no-one-hit album. They've become the first sisters both to have topped the US charts after Solange's third LP, A Seat at the Table, went straight in at no. 1 in the Billboard 200, having sold 72,000 copies. Beyoncé, 35, far left, who has had 6 no-1 albums including her most recent Lemonade, said when the record was released last month, "Congrats to my sister on creating this beautiful work of art. I could not be more proud of you." The album has been 4 years in the making for 30-year-old Solange, left, whose biggest claim to fame until now was being caught on camera apparently attempting to attack Beyoncé's husband Jay-Z in a lift in 2014. No doubt she'll be hoping for some slightly different publicity this time around. Boy band Busted have announced a 21-date tour of the UK and Ireland, kicking off at UEA in Norwich on January 29. The group, who are made up of James Bourne, Matt Willis and Charlie Simpson, play a host of venues including the world-famous Hammersmith Eventim Apollo in London on February 3 before wrapping up on March 1 in Dublin. The announcement comes ahead of the release of the boys' third album Night Driver, which comes out next month. Tickets are available at livenation.co.uk from Friday. Spotted Justin Bieber in a bizarre fake moustache and wig combo apparently attempting to go incognito in Amsterdam. Legendary Radio 1 DJ Annie Nightingale by Leicester Square Tube Station in London. Secret which star deliberately portrays her ex as a jealous unstable liability, so if he ever dares to discuss her substance addiction she thinks people won't believe him? Watch more videos at video.5la.net.